I didn't know this was the bit we were going to get angry at each other with.
I get angry with this because who raised the... Boss Man did it! You told us the Boss Man did it!
It's time for the 1, 2, 3 count where finally the content we're covering matches up with how Luke lives his life. We're going back to the 90s. We're going to review every single Attitude Era pay-per-view in 3 words or less / viewer.
So, there's a bit of debate. What is the Attitude Era? When does it start? When does it end? I made the argument that it's December 97 when Vince McMahon goes on TV and says, quite frankly, we're now in the Attitude Era. And then it ends at Vengeance 01 because that's when WCW is closed and we go into the Ruthless Aggression era. But some people made the argument that most of 1997, certainly from WrestleMania onwards, is the start of the Attitude Era. I think Triple H would probably agree because he did invent it. So we've decided then we're just going to go from Mania 97,
Mania 13, because the moment Sid himself is the birth of the Attitude Era.
It's what really should be written on
because
the
then
stuff.
Vince Russo then used that feces as the template for the rest of his booking.
Yeah. I would say so. So we're going from Mania 13 through to Vengeance 01. This is the big version of the Attitude Era.
It's the Snyder Cut version. Pete's so mean.
He'd made that joke before we started recording and asked Pete to laugh a lot at it. I think we should now do this.
He showed me up.
I think we should now do this in black and white. I saved my joke until we started recording.
Ellis, can you change the camera focus so nothing else is in shot and just our noses are in focus, please?
Or just do everything in really slow motion when it doesn't need to be.
You like the Justice League cut, don't you, Ellis?
Oh, I love it, yeah. Kids.
Should we just say it at the same time?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sid himself!
Yeah!
It's the only good thing on the show.
Is that a point?
I'll give you 5.
Did you just say it's the only good thing on the show?
Yeah. I mean, some people might argue.
What's our next thing we're going to say?
Some people might argue Brett and Austin, but really what only people go back to Mania 13 for is to watch Sid himself.
Which is a campaign we're actively pushing. Best double turn.
They'd already turned. If you watch, I think this is a big bit of rewritten history that this is the double turn match. You watch the promo, but the promo video before that match, Brett's already a heel.
Yeah, he's cranky Brett.
And Austin is already a babyface. So the double turns already happened.
But I haven't watched all the lead up Raws. I've only seen the match and WWE's documentaries about it.
Yeah.
Austin Brett 2.
Taker not main.
Vader Dex Shamrock.
They started shooting.
Yeah. I went and watched this on YouTube afterwards. God damn.
Oh yeah. These two just start wailing on each other. The Shamrock Vader match. Yeah.
King of Kings. Triple H getting the proper king endorsed character.
After he was supposed to have won it the year previous.
Yeah, but the curtain call,
Lawler in tournament. The king is in the tournament.
No Punk 2011. For ages, there was a discourse after Money in the Bank 2011. What is the best WWF pay-per-view? Canadian Stampede, a show that was good in ring, but no one, what angles are in it, or Money in the Bank 2011. It's Money in the Bank 2011.
Well, I've just written best show ever.
Nearly stopped Attitude. Because if Owen broke Austin's neck
saying.
there.
Yeah. Oh, right. I kind of didn't want to do the same thing about, we did for the SummerSlam, but it's all about Shawn. That's kind of what bugs me a little bit about that main event. It's all about Shawn.
Never checked in. Owen Hart never checked in, apparently.
Really?
Whether Austin was okay, and Austin always sort of held that resentment towards him.
Steve next sad.
First Shawn Taker.
Yeah.
First match between them.
It's good. I looked at the card of this, and I just see one name. The Patriots. And this has always been my argument as to why I don't think 1997 is part of the Attitude Era, because Patriot is 1996. It's proper new generation. It's like the last dying vestiges of the new generation.
Camera injury spot.
Oh,
it's my favorite thing about the match.
Yeah.
The cameraman gets taken out. That allows the Hell in the Cell to get open.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
I wanted to note Hell in the Cell debut. There's a few more words in there, so I had to write Hell Cell debut.
Hell Cell.
Hell Cell.
I challenge you to a Hell Cell.
Gotta be Kane. I've written that's gotta be. So yeah, that's gotta be.
Is that a handshake?
Well, no. It's not the same words, is it? Come on, guys.
Nothing consequential happened.
Yeah, history being rewritten.
Stop talking about. Work, shoot, brother.
All a work, mate.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, I've written all a work.
It's such a shame I couldn't add much love, HHX at the end of that. Owen came back.
No Owen follow-up. Or bad Owen
Yeah.
follow-up. Because he does come back on this show and it's like, he's finally getting an interview with Shawn Michaels, but he doesn't. The Rumble, the next show, he's feuding with Jarrett with the NWA stuff. So, like, I think the big drop ball there is there's bad Owen follow-up.
Kane killed guy.
I had 2 here. 3 Faces Rumble. So it's the 3 Faces Rumble. Smallest Royal Rumble because, well, there's 30 entrants. 3 of them are the same guy.
Oh, yeah.
And one person gets injured before he even gets in.
Right.
There's actually only like 26 people in it. It's the smallest Royal Rumble.
As opposed to the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Or Tyson's gonna wrestle. That was my other one here because they pushed so hard on TV. Well, teased on TV. Oh, what, Tyson's gonna be in the ring. Oh man, Tyson's gonna be. What, Tyson might even wrestle.
Came back better.
Michael's back sad.
Pre-Mania filler.
Yeah, it is. NWA invasion. Because this is when the NWA invade and it's rubbish.
Rose Kane begins.
That's
the
good.
Attitude Era rivalry. Pete Rose versus Kane at Mania.
That's good. I've gone for best Taker Kane.
Yeah,
I think arguably this is the best match the two ever had.
but not great.
Oh God, no, but that's the bar. That's how low the bar is. That this is the best one.
Austin goes mainstream.
Made company millions.
Maybe that's the start of the Attitude Era.
Well, a lot of people, argue. But, then Dave Bradshaw sticks his oar in with his early 90s hat on, being like, well, I think you'll find.
He just wants to drag everything back to the 80s and the Von Erichs.
It's like, really, you can argue there's 93 if you look at this moment here.
Dave, we're not going to review every WCCW World Class Championship Wrestling pay-per-view on this show. Drop it.
We're not doing 1994 in 3 words or less, although we might do. That might.
Yeah,
that
we'll
might
come
be-
to it
they'll
eventually.
come to it.
Inferno matches suck.
Yeah, they sure do.
First one on this show.
I've gone for defeated by fire. And a bit of context around that, if you check the Wikipedia listing for this, it says here, The Undertaker defeated Kane with Paul Bearer by fire.
Via fire.
So it's defeated by fire.
Wrestling match dissertation. So I love the Austin Dude Love match from this, and I found out that a university in America in the 2010s used this match to teach about wrestling match structure, because you've got Austin and Dude Love in the ring, but then you've got Gerald Briscoe is on the timekeeper, Pat Patterson's
the ring announcer,
and Vince is out there as well, or is he the special guest referee? I can't remember.
He's like the enforcer or something.
So it's like
or he does commentary.
There's just so many layers to stack against Austin. I just thought this is a really well structured. So when people talk about match psychology, I think this is the most cartoonishly perfect example of it altogether.
Yeah. I, in fact, have gone for something that's slightly lower down the card when Vader gets sad and just says, well, my 3 words are, fat piece of shit. Pizza. I've got here, fat, piece, apostrophe A,
know.
shit.
Okay.
Because that's what he says. That's his words. I'm just a fat piece of shit.
Kane Day Rain.
Oh, that's very
Won it,
good.
lost
Very
it the
good.
next night.
I can't believe you did go for the most iconic thing from this, which is head and shoulders. This is, so there's a tag match between Too Much and Al Snow and Head.
I've watched this, yes.
Because we've reviewed this for WrestleTalk Extra.
Yes.
And
I remember.
Brian Christopher pins Head by putting a bottle of Head and Shoulders underneath. So he pins the shoulders. And then they have to explain the joke. So Lawler's on commentary going like, Head and Shoulders. We pin the head had shoulders. Brian Christopher.
Yeah, but the crowd don't understand what's
Oh,
happening.
of course they don't.
But as soon as Jerry Lawler explains it, I'm like,
It's great. It's so good. It's proper Memphis bollocks.
Yeah. Tooth in nose.
Oh, yeah.
Just remember reading Foley's book and just him being baffled that the tooth ends up in his nose, and that like shot of him smiling. You can see this white thing there, and it's like it's his tooth.
Yeah.
And did it go that way inside him? Did it
Come out,
fall out? Oh.
Because it's the chair, isn't it? Like, it's going through, because they have a gimmicked part of the cell for him to fall through. But
No. That wasn't planned.
the chair falls through and clatters him in the face.
Yeah.
That's where it goes slightly awry. I've gone for changed Mick's life. Because I always said about Mick, I saw him walk before Hell in a Cell, and I saw him walk after Hell in a Cell, and he did not walk the same. You're right, like that iconic shot of him laughing, like that was his Titantron.
Yeah.
There was the car wreck, and then it's that shot of him laughing with a tooth in his nose. Oh, it's so cool.
Dungeon dumbbell drama. When Owen cheats to beat Shamrock in the dungeon with a dumbbell.
Hart family basements. Because for years I heard stories about the Hart family dungeon. Turns out it's just their basement. It's just wood paneling and some, bits of stuff. It doesn't look like a dungeon. It's their basement.
It's scarier in theory.
Yes.
But I bet if you're in there with Stu Hart, that'd be pretty scary.
Probably
Anywhere's
scary.
pretty
Yeah.
scary. Ladder match overtime. Because Rock and Triple H went too long, and I think it affected later matches on the card, but they were like, we need time to tell this story. So full credit to them.
ICP on show. The Insane Clown Posse are part of this event.
Heel Rock over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was. And that triple threat?
Yeah.
Oh, how damn. I mean, for me, though, it's the closing angle of this. And I rewatch this because it makes me laugh every time. McMahon gets the belt, he runs to the car, and he's just screaming at Austin, "It's mine! You don't have it anymore!" So I've just gone for "It's mine." And the final shot is just McMahon's growling and going, it's perfect.
You're fired.
Worst Taker Kane.
Oh.
This match stinks.
I'll just say mine was Vince firing Austin for the first time. Rock baton catch.
Very good.
One of the coolest things Rock's ever done, apart from the sliding in his dress shoes, people's elbow.
Vince Russo's masterpiece.
Yeah, Deadly Games.
Genuinely, this is the best thing that man ever booked. That's a perfect turn.
Yeah.
That you do not see coming. It's brilliant.
Best show story. Like, as a night-long story, Rock turning, like you said.
Yeah. For me, when I think of heel Rock, corporate champion, jogging bottoms Rock.
Yeah. Austin kills guy.
Yeah. Oh, he sure does. I instead have gone for more like stripulation. There's a match on the card. It's Goldust and Jeff Jarrett, where if Goldust wins, Deborah has to strip. But if Jarrett wins, Goldust has to strip. More like stripulation.
Because it's a step. Yeah, I got it. Worst Rumble ever.
It's
no good.
It's no good. Vince headlining Mania.
Yep, that's the big thing coming out of it, yeah. Very questionable parenting.
Mixed kids sad.
Yeah. Bad show booking.
Oh, hello.
It's the big show. It's his debut. And I think it sucks.
It is rubbish. I've gone for earlier in the card, one of my favourite bits of Botchamania, when Shamrock is shouting at Ryan Slammer, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Slap me. So I've written here, Shamrock, slap me.
Birthed through canvas.
Vince knows giants.
Bart's career ends.
Butterbean. Oh, man. Butterbean kills that dude. The tagline for this Mania was, "The Raging Climax."
Is that it?
That's it. There's my 3 words. The Raging Climax.
Who's the man? Imagine if he did that as he was being hanged.
Who the man? Undertaker killed guy.
Yep, yeah, he could have gone for that as well. There's a lot of murder in the Attitude Era.
It really
and
was.
we're not even halfway through the murder. Better Austin Rock.
Yeah.
It's a better match than the Mania one.
Let me tell you this. I have got 5 options for this. I've got 5 different 3-word options. I could have had final in-house. It was the final in-your-house pay-per-view. Where to, Stephanie? Because that's Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie at the end. First ever Backlash. Mania, but better. But I've gone with the best moment of the show when The Undertaker tries to say higher power and instead says, the Howard Power. And then says...
The correct choice.
Another one I could have had, the calamity begins. That's what he promises. The Howard Power's going to arrive, and then the calamity begins. It's not Wile E. Coyote showing up.
Shouldn't have continued.
It's on network. This is still on the network.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's the show Owen Hart died on.
Yeah. Shouldn't be on the network.
Scissor King Ass. Billy Gunn won it.
The Forgotten King.
Yeah. Let's say Boss Man?
Boss Man did it.
I don't think that's clear.
It is.
No.
The next night on Raw, they say the Boss Man did it. This is not a mystery. The Boss Man did it. It is very clear. Boss Man rejoins the corporation, and they celebrate. The Boss Man.
Yeah, but they
did
don't
it.
explicitly say. And thanks for raising the briefcase.
They, in so many words,
I think
in so many words, they say Boss Man did it. This is not a mystery.
I don't know. I didn't know this was the bit we were going to get angry at each other with.
I get angry with this because oh man, who raised the Boss Man did it? You told us the Boss Man did it.
They implied the Boss Man did it. It'd be nice to clear it up, though.
Boss Man did it.
Vince banished forever.
Yeah, he was, and we'll never see him again. Lame Iron Circle.
It's the Iron Circle.
But they're surrounded by cars, and it's really rubbish.
Shane steals show.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. That's the first, Shane McMahon's awesome.
Could have been China. The original advertised match for this SummerSlam was China versus Austin for the belts.
Whoa.
It had the match graphic for it and everything.
Actual governor refereeing.
Screws Hunter's moment. This should have been Hunter's crowning moment.
Six-pack challenge. Hell of a match.
That's a stretch. I like the Bulldogs in it, but it's bad Bulldog though. Refs on strike. They've got like backstage workers being the referees because the refs strike because of unsafe working conditions. So there's no actual referees on the show. It's all like
Kayfabe or shoot.
Kayfabe wise. So it's all like Bill Pritchard is like one of them, and like it's a weird show for that.
Literal show.
A dog wheeze.
China IC champion.
Yeah, I mean, what we're all thinking here. No Mercy 99. Diggity dog.
Start of Revolution.
Starts a revolution.
Oh, yes.
Very good.
I mean,
Very
I said
good.
of and he said to, but
Yeah,
Kurt Angle debut.
that's very good. Great. That's the moment as well. It's Lawler's realization, he's a heel. Because at the start of it, he's just like, I don't know. Man, I don't think he's a real wrestler. He's talking a lot of smack about the real wrestlers. Realized Angle's a heel, and he's like, he's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Totally
Lawler's
buzzing. So good in it. Big Show wins?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Ollie's first angle. This is the first proper soap opera storyline angle I remember happening, and I was riveted until the payoff.
Amazing in-camera trickery.
Yeah, it was well done.
Really well done.
Drugging women build.
Oh.
It's the Stephanie
Go on.
McMahon Triple
Yeah,
H
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
He drugs her and marries her.
Yeah.
It's the Attitude Era.
And sticking with the women's revolution, Miss Kitty's titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 90s.
It's the 90s. Holy just.
It's December 99.
Everyone knows that the 90s finished around 2007. McMahon Helmsley era begins. It's a hyphen in there.
Yeah, it's good. $1 Billion Princess. Such a good character.
Greatest street fight.
It is, but I've not gone for that. Channel 4 era.
Yeah. This is the first pay-per-view
it.
on Channel 4 in
And-
the UK.
Exactly. And this is the same show where it begins and more or less ends because Mae Young gets her tits out and Channel 4 were like, oh, is this what wrestling is now? I don't think we want to broadcast this anymore.
This was so important because it got everyone at my school into wrestling at the same time.
This was a huge boon for WWE.
Worked out great.
Ruined by Mafu.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Math, you've ruined Taz's debut because it's Taz. That's all people think of is just the Oompa Loompa walking out.
Yeah.
No one thinks of Taz's actual debut anymore.
Foley retires forever.
Foley definitely retired.
He's not coming back.
I won't see him again.
No, not in a month. Mick Foley's back.
Foley not retired. Guess so. Hardcore Holly wins belts.
No, he doesn't. I love how bad that finish is. And
rubbish.
Taz and Crash and Holly. Oh, God.
And the idea is so good. The Houdini of hardcore
Yeah,
survives
yeah.
again, but oh man, they bollocks it so much. But really, it's all known for Hardcore Holly's improv promo he does backstage with Michael Cole, where he says, "You little shithead."
2000's real WrestleMania.
My favourite show.
Ever. Yeah.
It's a perfect show.
McMahon falls over. He's just as it's happening, he goes to do the chair shot on Rock, and he stacks it.
Show to non-fans being hyphenated there. This, when Austin comes back, that's the moment to show to non-fans, be like, this is what wrestling is.
Best Iron Man
Ooh. In WWE,
of the Attitude Era.
And I would say in WWE, it's probably the best Iron Man match. Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's the Angle Lesnar one. Best Lawler commentary.
Oh, okay.
Lawler is super, because Lawler's not great, in hindsight, but dude, his Iron Man commentary is so good.
Creepy little girls.
Creepy girl singing.
Oh my God, we did it! He's here.
He's here.
Hail King Kurt. Not even a year in, and he's winning all these accolades.
Stupid main event.
What was the main event?
It's Rock, Taker, Kane versus Vince, Shane, and
Oh,
Trips
yeah.
with the WWF title on the line, and it's how Rock wins the belt back. Fucking rubbish.
Michael Hayes' idea.
Not worst ever, I can tell you. For a fact, this is not the worst match ever.
Yeah.
It in fact is here.
Yeah.
It is
mid-table.
It's not as bad as the ECW Chamber or Vince versus Pat McAfee, Taker Goldberg, Fiend Randy Orton, Miz Priest, or the Donna versus Rosie.
There you go.
It's not the worst ever.
Science.
New star building. Benoit, Jericho, Angle, like they're all. This is the show that they seem to be building for that
Great.
next era.
It's the best mid card this company's ever had.
yeah.
Underrated cage match. That Val Venus Rikishi cage match. Like, it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Best show ever.
Ollie's favourite show.
This is mine. This is my backlash 2000. Changed mainstream wrestling.
Scared many people. Remember we were reading like Dave's write-up on this, being like, this sets a dangerous precedent for future of matches.
And it did.
And it did.
Excellent four-way.
Rock's not focus.
Austin Whodunit return.
Guilty until innocent. It's the best thing ever. It
Yeah,
comes
that's a
through
good
and it's
line.
like, every one of you is guilty until you can prove to me it wasn't you.
That's so good for the Austin character.
Yeah.
Best wrestling game.
It is. Naked Midian match. The Naked Midian is on
Forgot
pay-per-view.
about that. Incredible rookie year.
Best debut year.
Yeah. I didn't say best. I just said incredible, because I think Brock Lesnar also has an
Yeah,
argument. for
maybe.
that. Did for Rock. It's Rikishi.
Rikishi's push over. Oh, it dies at this pay-per-view.
Oh, I thought you meant over. It got over.
No, it did not.
It got under.
No, it got under.
When I read the 3 words, I just said Rikishi's push over. Rikishi's push someone.
No, that's Armageddon.
That's Armageddon 2000.
Murder now commonplace.
It's Triple H. As he goes down, goes, oh,
End of world. I don't. It just feels like it's the end of the world at that point.
Such a cool set.
Yeah.
6-man cell. I loved it.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
when they
good.
announced a 6-man cell, so excited.
Choke push from hell.
Undertaker force push.
Yeah.
It is not a choke slam.
Kane eliminates everyone.
Best Rumble ever.
Oh, okay.
This is the
up
best
there.
Royal
Yeah.
Rumble ever.
Teenage match booking, because the 3 stages of hell would be how I would book with my wrestling figures.
Yeah.
That's how they'd have matches. 1, 2, 3. Now it's a cage match.
Why'd Trips win?
Yeah.
Like,
Nice trips.
well, that's the thing. And, the argument they make is like, well, we're going to turn him babyface in the summer and Austin's going to turn heel, so we need to give him a win here. But Austin's going for the world title at Mania and he's just won the Royal Rumble. The fuck's Triple H winning here for?
Count motherfucking finish. That's The Rock there, screaming at Earl.
Fuck's sake, Earl.
Linda's coma acting. That is one of the best pops and sort of in-ring segment reveals of all time. Oh, of course.
Hardcore triple threat.
Yeah. Brave, but misjudged.
End of Attitude.
No, we've got got a few more months. Yeah.
No. This is the end of the Attitude Era.
We're on the Snyder Cut, baby. Prick. Benoit Angle stole show.
It really did. I really struggled to get mine into this one. I wanted to reference the Shane McMahon, Shane and the Beanstalk. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? So I had to go, which way go?
Post-Mania lull.
Yeah.
Not much goes on here.
Backlash 01's a bad show. Real bad show. That whole two-man power trip, Brothers Destruction match is dreadful. But for Judgment Day 01, Night of Benoit, he is all over this show. He's in the tournament, he's in the tag. He has like 7 matches on this card.
Benoit breaks neck.
Yeah, this is a bad night for Benoit. Not a great triple threat either, but it's all about DDP asking Undertaker to make me famous.
Maybe gimmick glass. I know. Rather than like, throwing someone through literal glass. You're not Jungle Boy. Gimmick the glass.
Check your extremities. It's the story they tell. When he goes through and he lands on his neck, the first thing he does is he checks his extremities to make sure that he's okay and he hasn't broken his neck.
Detail, yeah. 2001's Nexus angle.
Disappointing, but successful.
I mean, I was super into it as a kid. Invasion's dead already.
It's okay though. Scorpion King returns.
Angle's 9/11 victory.
Yeah.
I gave him the belt after 9/11.
And he loses it back the following day.
Yeah.
3-headed Austin. Have you seen the poster for this? It's 3-headed Austin. It's like there's Austin head in the middle, and he's got 2 other heads either side of him just going blah. It's a great poster, and it's all over the show.
What is happening? Why are WWE people in the alliance?
I'll help you out here.
Yeah.
They started this invasion and they were like, right, well, we want this to finish at Survivor Series, but we've got nothing we can do. We just have to do a bunch of filler pay-per-views until we get to Survivor Series, which is why we have RVD main event. He was over, in fairness.
Surprise! WWF won.
Too much WWF.
It's ridiculous.
There's like one WCW guy in that match.
It's a 10-man tag with all WWF stars and Booker T.
Yeah. Shane's in this match.
Yeah. Post-invasion reset.
Yeah. Then that's good. I've got 2 options here. Channel 4 era ends, or Hunter on poster. The poster for the show is Triple H, and he's not on this card.
In one night.
Done for Hunter. This Jericho wins here so Hunter can beat him at Mania. Like a lot of the Attitude Era, it's so Hunter can win.
What are your thoughts on the Attitude Era? Let us know in the comments down below. And also, while you're down there, click that little linky poos because you can get your own 3-count t-shirt. Mwah! What a beautiful design.
It's very lovely. And I feel so comfortable in this t-shirt.
It's comfy.
It's breathable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sexy and dominant. You know what else is sexy and dominant? This other 3-count video we did about every SummerSlam ever.
Bret Hart's there.
Brett's in match! Brett's in this match!
So much else happens.
Brett there. Is he in his Batman t-shirt in this one?
He doesn't care.
Dressed like Raven.
Yeah.